Hello, I just received my Maxton Design for on rear diffuser for the MK7 Golf R. Took a little while to get here, but it worked out great. That's the part number from Maxton Design for the MK7 Golf R specifically. That's also some more additional Austria. I wonder why it took so long to get here. Looks like it's CNC out of some very, very hard composite plastic. Fit and finish is okay. They drilled holes over here. They provide parts. Got sticker. You got the surface cleaner wipe. Come with some nuts, washers, and bolts. I have a bunch of spare of these myself, but that's nice. They come with it. And that, you know, there's no pictures that really show how they assembled this thing. You thought it was just like glued together or something. But they use nuts and brackets and everything. Very strong material. If you notice pretty carefully, it's pretty cool. You can actually see the symbol. I think, yeah, that's the Maxton. They even, yeah, I mean, it's really cool. They even put the milled out their name out of each bracket. Each bracket that's held these really hard composite, which I can tell they would never rust. Never rust in the weather. They would last as long as the car, as long as you don't smash on a curb or something like that. But there's like some 3M tape here, I guess, to help to install it. But yeah, that's going to add a little bit of airfoil to the car. I was looking for a little bit more stability and change up the look of the car. Here's the side spats of it for the rear. Yeah, you can definitely look up pictures online with this installed. It's just there's no real good close-up of it. So I thought I'd share that with the few of you that might be interested in seeing this and how it's put. You wouldn't see this, I can tell, if you installed this under the car. You won't see those nuts and everything like that, but yeah, once it gets installed in the car, it's gonna probably make the rear look quite a bit more aggressive. Anyways, I'll take some video of it installed. Guys, after carefully looking at the design of this and looking at only a few pictures from their website with no instructions, I figured out the layout for the installation is like this. So if you look under the Golf R, it's kind of dirty, I will clean it up. From here, you know, I placed it on there and it actually fits the contour of this thing. And then there's a flat lip piece right over here at the end. It's about an inch from edge to edge of this ABS plastic bumper. And so on the Maxton piece, they designed it to where it does fit the inch in. And so it looks like I'll be drilling some holes into certain points of that assembly. And as for the side pieces, it took me a lot of wiggling and finagling and trying to figure out, because there was no real instructions for this. So what I figured out, what I'm going to do anyways, is from under here, under the quarter part of the car, over here, again, the car is like, I don't know if you can pick that up on the video here, but there's like a contour here and a diff and then a flat spot across here. And so what I found with this piece, it has 3 holes drilled into it, and I found that you can see exhaust, suspension, rear wheel. This contour piece will fit along here. And so it'll give just the right amount of extension out of the car, which actually matches the picture. So the contour of this little kind of crest contour fits this contour right here. See this contour going like this? Kind of the line of that. That's where it goes. So of course I need to remove this Torx, move this plastic in here so I can get my finger under here and drill a couple holes and then put the screw in. So that's my contouring line that I'm using. Again, no instructions on that, to the contouring line of this. This is just my eye judgment and what it looks like similar to the picture. So I'll continue. I put a little piece of 3M tape right there. It didn't come with it, even though it came with 3M for those pieces to hang up. And I'm just going to put them between the holes here, so when I screw it up, it'll squish that down. And I just need the 3M so I can place it up there. Just want to show you just real briefly that it's a T-Torx 25 screw that just right off the bottom here, you know, is just screwed that and held that in place. Then now I have access to back up here anywhere I want over here to shoot a drill through there and the nuts. So I'll go ahead and do that. Mark the holes, and well, I won't even need to mark the holes. The holes will be marked with that taped up there basically. So I'll go ahead and do that. And like I said, I'm gonna stick that up and align it along here, and I'll just show you what that looks like. That's what it looks like stuck up here. The shape is very unusual and cool, and it will be effective for airfoiling. It does contour with the bumper of the car, so it's at an angle, so it will add diffusion to the car. And I didn't drill it out yet, but now that I got it up here, you can see, if I can focus here, here we go. See, I pretty much matched the contour of the car. Of course, see, it's in tape and it's in motion a little bit, but wherever I want it to be, it kind of follows the line. It's not perfect, to be honest with you. You know, you can tilt it a little bit, move it around. I decided I want it right here because I want it to be somewhat leveled over here, you know, along there. I think that looks all right. Now just drill and mark that and get it installed. There we go. So I just separated it out. It looks like they got lock nuts and 2 washers per screw. So there's a total of 12 here exactly. No parts missing, and there's 1, 2, 3 holes on the rear spat, and there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes along there, 10, 11, 12. So yeah. So what I'm doing is, again, I'm going to do this side. I'm going to stick it up on there, and then when I drill out the holes, I'll pull off the tape so it's not so oblonged or anything like that, unless the tape's not affecting it. So, but for the most part, I have that where I think it should be. Alright guys, installed the rear on, and I realized that the supplied screw they have here, is not long enough for this one after I drilled the hole. So I have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something because the meat is too thick, and the meat, I'm thinking of food. But this thing needs to be at least a ½ inch longer, and I would have enough threading to put the washer. But other than that, I was able to put these in, no problem. And this one, no problem. And it's really sturdy already. I don't think it really needs that, but maybe it's my OCD. And also, since I already drilled a hole through this material, I kind of want to finish it off now. And I didn't remove that that little 3M. It squished it up in there just fine. Yeah, so I used the size of this, and this are 8 millimeters. So I just used a 8mm wrench and a socket right here, and I put the wrench on the inside, held it in place, and then just used the socket part and just screw it in from here. And I pretty much finger tightened it, probably like, you know, let's see here. Yeah, I really can't turn it anymore. So, and I did it from here. I didn't grab the end of the handle, so it's as tight as, yeah, it's tight. It's tight on there. It's not going anywhere. It's pretty sturdy. So that's installed. Oh yeah, that is tough on there. But I will stick the third one on there just to extra insurance. But God, that is tough. There is no flexing going on there unless it's bumper flex as well. But that looks pretty. That looks pretty good. All right, well, I'm going to do the other side and then work on that bad boy that I just landed my ribs on. Oh yeah, that's my working hat. All right, guys. I'm not finished installing. I just used the 3M on that side. I still have the bolts and everything to drill out. But the middle piece was much easier to stick on than the two sides, in all honesty. But that looks pretty slick. Looks pretty aggressive. Show you how much it sticks out a little bit here. So that's where it sticks out, right there. Gives you a little bit of lip. Sticks out probably about 1.5 inches from the rear bumpers. Definitely a lot more aggressive. You can see there's the factory diffuser, just one little dinky piece and one little dinky piece, and it lines up along the side of that with the 3M sticking on there. I figured out the best way to do this, and I'm going to show you laying on my back here. So how you can install this is simply, there's a lip along here of the car's bumper. You line the middle piece right up there and you shove it up against this. Then along the sides, right here, along the sides, it was simple. After you peel off all 3 of the tapes, you just grab them finger to finger like this side, like I held it against this side and felt the edge of the inside of the bumper along with the edge of this side of the bumper right over here. And I just lined them both up, both hands, sticked it up against the lip here and just pressed up. And that's how I got my alignment on this thing. And that made that, after figuring that out, that worked out really well. So I'm just gonna finish drilling, and it looks like there's plenty of distance for these little 1-inch screws to go up into each of these holes, and then you can just screw them in from the back side over here. The lip just goes over here, and you can just, you know, washer, nut, screw over there, flush. Yeah, it'll be all done. You can see the Maxton. Alright guys, I forgot to mention I used a 3/16 drill bit. That worked out to the hole width to install all these bits in there. So you can see now, yeah, there's one there that I drilled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the last one right here on this side. There you go. It's all flushed up against the edge there. Works out real good. This is the plastic lip of the car's design, the bumper, and then the Max sat right up against it. It was a little tricky to get the nuts screwed onto there, but you can get your little small 8mm and stick it back there, and then just use your socket and just tighten these down. Finger tight, you know, on the knob. And this thing's sturdy. This is very sturdy. Yeah, this is very sturdy and nice. Yeah. So there you go. There's the money shot, I guess you call it. So that's the design of it right there. Take some pictures of that. You can see it better. You can see it from below. Yep. You won't hit your knees on it unless you're really clumsy. But it looks like it's holding about a inch and a half. These little rear skirts were really tricky to figure out. But I hope this install helps you to install your Maxton rear diffuser kit on your Golf. If you even want to add that on there, it gives a nice little flair to the car. I'm going to eventually get the Max spoiler lip on there. I think that's coming tomorrow. Maybe I'll just do a small little short video of that one as well. The rear diffuser is awesome looking. Much more aggressive. It looks cool. I got it on sale at ECS or EST Tuning company. It took like 2 months to get it. They were really nice, giving me statuses on it. They changed it a couple of times when it was coming, but it eventually came. So that's your little lip now. It gives a nice, that's at least 2 inches right there, an inch at least, inch and a quarter, inch and a half, two and a quarter maybe. It's going to give a little diffusion for the air. Oh, the car's on jack stands right now, so it kind of looks... Yeah, let me lower the car and then take another video shot. Now that I lowered the car, you can see how that actually sits back there. Just keep in mind, I also have a 5mm spacer on the rear, so it's pretty flush to the fender. So that aligns pretty nicely with the tire going out there. And that rear spat, or whatever you want to call that piece. I've been known it was called like the rear spat. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. There we go. And remember, I have the Miltech exhaust system, so it's actually, the oval is about an inch wider than stock. So the stock ones would look a little smaller than this, so it's like 2 inches wider total from here. But yeah, that's the diffuser. And it scrapes in there. It looks like since the kit is tightly inside here and against here, I can tell I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning inside that a lot. But really what I'm after is that that foil that you get from the wind. Quite beneficial actually. And then here as well, the rear spats. The spats does a lot of foiling in the backside over here. So what that does is, if your bumper is in fact at an angle, which it is, it's going to cause diffusion right here. A little bit of downforce at the bumper. And this is pretty hard on there. I feel like I can put probably about 20 pounds, 25 pounds, 30 pounds maybe of something on there. It probably wouldn't even do anything to that. God, with these 6 bolts on here now, this thing is not going anywhere. I hope you this video helped a lot. Give you an idea of the diffuser. Thanks for watching.